Welcome back, viewers, families, and friends. It is day 2 of the Brick Invitational Hockey Tournament here at West Edmonton Mall in Edmonton. I am Tarsi. He is Mark. We are back to bless your screens or curse them, however you want to look at them, for the next 4 games as we kick off day 2 of the Brick Invitational here today. Our first game, we actually get to see the first game for one of these teams. That is the Detroit Junior Red Wings. And a team that we saw yesterday afternoon as well, Mark, in Team CCM Chicago, who so far has not had much luck in this tournament. They've gone 0-2 after day 1.
They've come close, but they just couldn't get a win yet. So I'm sure they're hoping that this morning's going to be their first win, and along with Detroit, they're going to be trying for their first game, first win. It's been so close in these games that it's just a matter of luck, I guess, or puck luck. But I know that CCM Chicago is going to be really trying hard to get that first win.
Undoubtedly. Well, so now it comes down to, we've got a team here with, this will be their 3rd game.
I know.
So they've got the experience. They know how fast this tournament is playing, and what the ice looks like. And then you've got very first time out here, they've had a couple of practices, and that's about it. So experience versus brand new. What's that going to turn into, I wonder?
Yeah, and who knows, maybe Detroit, maybe they went to the water park late last night. I don't know. Could be a little groggy. I saw some of the kids. They just look like they're ready to go. I just dragged in here at 6 o'clock this morning, and these guys were just well rested, ready to go. So I'm sure, even though it's a 7:30 in the morning game, it's going to be a fast game and.
Well, honestly, so we saw different styles of hockey yesterday, too, which was very cool to watch. We saw the Western Canadian teams, which were all speed and breakout passes and that kind of stuff. And then you got when we saw Chicago, Minnesota, there was a different style there.
Totally
so I wonder, because if you look at Detroit hockey, right, like let's look at the senior Red Wings, the NHL team. They've always been a team of skill, lots of European kind of talent, that sort of thing. So you wonder if the minor hockey system in those cities kind of follow what's laid out by the major league teams there as well.
Maybe, it's really hard to tell. But there's definitely some difference in hockey play. What was the last game that we did last night that it was the same? Oh, it was Manitoba and Alberta.
And Alberta,
Same teams. If you didn't have the jerseys on, you'd never know that they were different teams. They really played the same gritty hockey. And but then, like you said, in the Minnesota-Chicago game, you couldn't find any 2 different teams. There was the Chicago team that did beautiful passes, getting into the zone, trying to set something up, whereas Minnesota was just bulldozing right through with whoever had the puck, and then 2 or 3 guys following right in behind them looking for those rebounds. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of game we get today.
Exactly. And again, we've had the opportunity, I think it's just based on timing, to talk about the sun factor. As you can see, kind of shining on us from the east is the sun right here, comes up right into the dome right about now, every single day. And so that's going to be a factor on this ice. We're going to have the shadows. You can actually see it as the players skate as well. I didn't notice. Well, some of them, now that I look, are wearing the eye black as well, because there's going to be glare off the ice here in this morning game as well. So that will be a factor. And we saw it get into a goaltender's eyes yesterday at the start of the one game.
He did not see that puck coming. I felt bad for him, but he did make the stop. He just happened to be at the right place, right time, and made the stop. I see that the Chicago goalies are in the shade right now, so they're starting off the game good. Now,
so far at the other end, the sun hasn't kind of come across to get into the netminder's eyes yet, but
give it about 10 minutes, and that's going to be right in his eyeballs, because that is like if I'm here and I'm looking this way, just like that goalie's going to be, I'm blinded right now. So that poor goalie is going to just be. Man,
exactly. I never thought about bringing my sunglasses into the West Edmonton Mall to.
I saw a pair kicking around here somewhere. I think Brody was wearing a pair yesterday.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe we'll send Cody out to the van to grab them for me or something along those lines. All right, you guys, it looks like we are going to get to the acknowledgement that we are on Treaty 6 territory here at West Edmonton Mall, and then the national anthems as well. So we will step away, watch the players. You guys can do the same. And as always, Mark, what we've seen here is some excellent shows of sportsmanship as we go on as well. The teams typically exchange gifts. Now, I don't know about Detroit and Chicago, seeing as they're so close to each other. These guys might already know each other. Who knows?
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if they wave across. Hey, how's it going?
I know you. I played against you before.
Yeah.
Which I wonder, could it create some animosity? No, we're going to do the Canadian national anthem. The official photographer out there taking pictures of both teams in his sandals.
Yeah. Hey, only in Canada, right? It looks like we may only have one official today.
Oh, yeah. I love the way these American teams salute their anthem at the end, too. Very cool.
Yeah. And I also did notice, I was going to mention this yesterday, they usually have their arms around their buddy. When the national anthem's going, too. Where we're used to stand in at attention, arms by the side, as we're taught.
Yep.
These guys got their arms around each other, which is pretty cool.
So as they do the Treaty 6 acknowledgement that we are on Treaty 6 territory here, I just got to make a comment. The Detroit kids have some serious flow. I don't know if you noticed that with the helmets off. They have the best hockey hair I've seen in the tournament so far, I think. There's a couple on Chicago, but most of those boys have just shorter haircuts. But Detroit's got some serious flow on the go here, so that's kind of awesome to see.
So are they going to receive
Tarsi's
Flow Award?
Could very well be.
There's a dollar store around the corner. I'm sure we could find some kind of trophy we could give them.
Oh, yeah. Dollarama just down the way.
Yeah. In a pinch, you always go there.
Undoubtedly. All right, so once again, just to remind people, we are in the middle of one of the world's largest malls. So obviously there is some people that, not right now, seeing as it's 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, kind of scarce right now.
But they've still got their cheering sections here.
Yep.
Small but proud, as always. 12 minutes on the clock. We play two 12-minute periods for those out of Detroit who haven't watched yet. The third period is a 15-minute period after a flood. And like you said, it looks like we've got one official on the go today.
Yep.
And Detroit is going to win the first face-off of day 2 here at the Brick Invitational. They get sent back into their own zone. Picked up there by Easton Mattersdorfer. We saw him play yesterday. One of the fast. Oh, comes off the post as Mattersdorfer gets a stick on it. Chicago a little bit hungry after going 0-2 yesterday. Detroit playing their first game, so fresh legs all the way out here, and they have control. Now,
here we go.
Fanned pass, so here comes Chicago.
Oh, good defensive move.
That was number 41, Aris Ivanens, who had it taken away from him. Detroit swings it down ice. No icing. And here comes Team CCM Chicago. Pass cut off at center ice. That is Perio Caro for Detroit. Tall kid at his age. Wow, he towers above everybody else as Detroit comes in. That is Osgood, and he is in a little bit offside. So, yeah, Detroit's number 7, Anthony Perdicaro.
And compared to Mattersdorfer, yeah, he's a giant.
Yeah.
But that Mattersdorfer, man, he's everywhere.
Yeah, well, you get a kid with that kind of height, you put him on the back end, so he's got that reach and poke check ability. So, playing defense as the draw comes outside of the Chicago zone. Chicago has it now in the near side corner. Trying to get it up along the wall. Detroit trying to keep it in the zone. The battle goes on along the wall. Still battling for it. Getting closer to the point as we go. Now Thomas comes away with it for Detroit. He loses it in his skates. Gets through 3 guys. Still able to hold on to it. Now Chicago sweeps it to the outside, but Perdicaro comes over and knocks it back in. There's a sharp angle shot. Loose puck in front. Goes around the far side. Another chance out front from a sharp angle. That one bounces out to the slot, and Chicago able to swing it out. And out comes Nicholas Sisti. Sisti for Chicago. He gets a shot away, and that one goes wide.
Nice stop by Liam Kelly.
Oh, yeah, we never got the chance to introduce the goalies yet, but that is Liam Kelly.
Yeah, next pause, I'll introduce the goaltenders.
Here comes Barahowski up on the left side. One hand on his stick, swings around behind the goal, stays with it. Still with Barahowski, back to the point. Kept in at the blue line. Official didn't see it. Bench calling for an offside, and there's sometimes a problem with one official.
Yes.
Now here's a pass into the middle. Caught up in some skates. Detroit still battling for it. That is number 53, Diesel Barahowski on the far side.
You've been waiting to say that name. I know you have.
Barahowski. I love it.
Diesel.
Diesel. Detroit lifts it back into the Chicago zone. Back for it is Keegan Tomchak. Now up on the right side to Tyke, number 80. He gets a shot away. That one's redirected wide of the net. Not a lot on it. Now Detroit able to pick it up. It's Robbie Sobe. He gets it down, and that one is going to hit the goaltender, so there's no icing on that one. Now Aiden Wambolt gets it over to the far side. Detroit keeps it in. The junior Red Wings pressing for the first goal. Here's a pass into the slot. Bouncing puck kind of gets around to the side of the net. Now in behind. Comes back to the point. Now to the far side. Quick wrist shot. That was tipped right past the goaltender.
Wow.
And now Detroit battling for it in the corner. Comes back to the Hinchberger, and he fires a wrist shot. That one goes high and wide. Detroit peppering the Chicago goaltender, who is Donovan Knapp today.
Yep. Yeah, they have a new goalie in net.
At least from our perspective. We did see another game. They did play another game after we were done last night as well.
Yep.
So
yeah, we haven't called every game.
All right, Detroit picks it up at neutral ice. Pass over to Burkhart, but it missed him. So that'll be an icing call. So we're going to move it all the way back down to the Detroit end. Now you can introduce those goalies, man.
All right. Starting goalies for today. For the CCM Chicago, we got number 1, Donovan Knapp. And for the Detroit Red Wings, we have number 35, Liam Kelly. Both seeing some rubber already.
Couple shots on goal on either side.
Yep.
Tulin for Chicago sends it over to the far point. Number 11, Robert Selleck, has it hop over his stick, but he's able to stay on it and put it in deep. There to grab it now is Aris Ivanins, fighting for it in the corner. Chicago still with it. Mattersdorfer in there as well. Comes around to the near side. Detroit on it first. There's Mattersdorfer in the face-off circle. He loses it, and out comes Detroit, number 77. That's Pernicaro with a big shot. That was a nice stop there by Knapp. The rebound gets swung around behind the net, out to the far point. Kept in there by Detroit, Mika Schwartz. Now it's sent down close to the net, battling for it in front. Knapp able to make some saves. And now it's in behind the goal.
Knapp sure is sharp in net first thing this morning.
All right, back to the point. There's a shot through traffic. Hits a man in front. Loose puck down, poking away at it, and Knapp gets on top of it. That was Bonenfant that took that shot from the point, creating the chance for Detroit.
Yeah, some of you people might know out there, I'm a goalie person. I like watching goalies and seeing how they move, and boy, I sure like this Donovan Knapp. I like the way he extends his legs. He's patient in net, looks confident.
He's a tall kid, too.
He is. He is a tall guy.
All right. Chicago comes off the wall with it. They're going to lift it down ice, and that's going to be enough juice to get to an icing call. So we're going to move it back into the Team CCM Chicago end.
But especially at this age group, like height does, make a difference. But at this age group, not. You can have a small goal and they are just wicked fast. And
Ty Kiowski yesterday, right?
Yep.
I mean, that was
unbelievable.
A good example. So face off in the Chicago zone. Detroit wins this one. There's a quick little weak backhand that's steered away by Knapp. Into the corner. Detroit picks it up. Sharp angle shot by number 18, Adam Hinchberger.
Well, if we're looking at zone time, we've spent a lot of the game in the Chicago zone. Although
shots are 6-1.
6-1, yeah. And that shows it,
yeah. Detroit really pushing early.
Yep. To come out and get a win first game.
All right, there's Thomas. He has it chopped off of his stick. Shields sends it in and will go off on a change. Detroit still with control on the end wall. Chicago able to swing it out to some open ice, and out they come. It's Gesnick up on the right side. He's going to fire a wrist shot, and that one is stopped by the goaltender.
That was a good little wrister from that. What number was he? 98?
Yeah, that is Dylan Gesnick. Nice little wrist shot.
Or Gesink.
Oh, Gesink. See, I can't read apparently.
Yeah, that was a good wrister from the blue line, basically.
That really was. Here's Burkhart for Detroit. Loses it in his skates. Barahowski picks it up. Diesel. I love it. All right, and Detroit comes in just a little bit ahead of that puck as there were three of them kind of on top of it, so they're going to be an offside. And we'll pull it back outside of the zone once again.
So we're getting close to 10 minutes in. What do you think of the style of play with these two teams?
Honestly, it's Chicago's what we saw yesterday, and Detroit. I think they appear to be like they're a pressure possession team again.
Yeah.
They don't like playing in their own end. You can tell.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Here's Chicago keeping it in. There's a shot. That one goes just over top of the goaltender. That was number 61, Jamison Downs. Detroit takes it now in their face-off circle. Good passes from Detroit is what I see a lot of.
Yep.
Burkhart taps it in the neutral zone, so no icing. He goes up and gives chase. Here's Barahowski moving his way through. Pass in front, and that one is missed by Robbie So, I believe, number 9. Robbie So behind the net now, waiting for pass. Oh, the puck got up on the boards.
I like that.
There's the wide boards that we talked about yesterday. So again, for those who maybe don't know, the rink, the Ice Palace here at West Edmonton Mall is a non-contact rink. And if you look at the boards, it's because the boards are about 1.5 feet wide, and then the glass is set back from the edge of the boards about 12 inches.
Like you could literally sit on the edge of the boards.
And so that puck, what just happened there, can happen on a fairly regular basis. Detroit pulled it off and got called for a hand pass is basically what happened. So that's why this rink is perfect for this tournament as well, on top of being in the middle of one of the largest tourist attractions here in the city.
Chicago's really looking for their first real breakout, I think. They're putting in the effort, but Detroit's really keeping the handle on them.
Well, there's an icing call against Detroit, so we're going to move it back to their end once again.
Yeah, only
the height on that Perdicaro is, he is a tall kid.
Yep.
And I mean, honestly, at this age, as you're kind of getting into that stage of your life where you're going to shoot up and sometimes get a little bit gangly and you know, awkward and stuff.
Yep.
I'm not seeing that from him at all.
Yep.
He's taking the adjustments of his body very well.
Very well, yep.
All right, Detroit now. See, they possess it, get to center ice, dump, chase, and a hard chase too
and
with two guys.
Out.
Yeah, exactly.
Nicely spread out.
Chicago gets it up. Gesink puts it back into the Detroit zone, but Perdicaro is right there. He's going to send it down ice. That's right through the crease.
Oh.
Waved off.
Waved off.
And Chicago gets a chance to go back for it now. Cross ice pass to Tomchak. Tomchak and Barahowski tie up in the ref circle. Barahowski there now in front of the Chicago bench. He pushes his way through. Barahowski's a big kid too.
Yes, yeah, absolutely is.
So he's got that size and additional strength that he's able to use, and so he just muscled that puck and pushed the Chicago player right off of him. The battle continues. There's Tulin going for it for Chicago. He's going to get on top of it.
Yeah, you got Gesnick.
Gesink. Remember, I couldn't read. It looks like a Gesnick.
Right.
All right, here comes Chicago. Shot goes off of a leg. Now here's a long pass. That one's cut right off, but to Chicago still got two guys inside the zone, so they couldn't do much with it. Here's Tulin. He gets picked off. Wambolt steps up and grabs it, and the puck ends up on the boards again. Wambolt on the right-hand side. Quick shot. That one is steered away by the goaltender, Liam Kelly. Now into the corner. Puck battles along the wall. Chicago able to grab it, but Wambolt has to come out of the zone. He had too much speed going in one direction. There is a bit of an open ice collision.
Yep.
Now Tyke is going to take it for Chicago. Sends it up to Axe on the right-hand side. Axe lets it go into the corner. Detroit back for it.
Yeah, Farron getting his cage rattled a little bit there, heading off the ice.
All right, here comes Detroit. It's Robbie So with some speed. He goes for a drop pass. That one's picked up by Chicago. We got 3-on-2 in the other direction.
Oh.
There's a pass that just got under Wambolt's stick. He's going to keep on it. No icing on that one. Detroit able to come back with it. Bring it up along the wall. Tyke takes it at center ice. Selleck for Chicago. Now up along the far wall once again. The sun is creeping over towards Liam Kelly as the period goes on.
Yep.
We are 10 minutes into this first period. No score yet between Red Wings and Chicago. 6-2 the shots on goal in favor of the Detroit Junior Red Wings. And Chicago picks it up. That's Mattersdorfer. He's going to fire a shot. That one's blockered away by Kelly. Chicago gets it in behind the net once again. Trying to get a pass out front. And Detroit's going to jump on top of it. That goes off of a skate. The Junior Red Wings get it. Get it to the blue line. Kept in there. Here's a chance for Drury. He has his stick stopped and doesn't get much on that shot. Now Mattersdorfer puts it in behind the net.
Oh!
There's a chance out front. That one stopped. And now Detroit going to get on it. Transition back. Here's Burkhart up on the left side. Burkhart from the face-off circle shoots it just wide. Drury on it for Chicago. Now Detroit stops it. There's a backhand. That's Barahowski bullying his way through. Barahowski using that strength again. Detroit able to keep it in. Burkhart on the near side. Bouncing puck shot. Steered away by the goaltender. Now Chicago able to get on it. Looking for the long breakout pass. That one cut off by Pericaro. And again, for names, I apologize. I have a name that people mess up on a regular basis too, so I know what it's like. So apologies sent.
Pericaro.
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 Something along those lines. The ref, he looked up at us. You can tell he's breathing heavy.
Yes. Yep. That's tough.
Being the only guy, you got to go deep. You got to be in the right spot. There's a quick shot in on Kelly. He blockers that one off to the side. Chicago getting quality shots when they get them. Wambolt now in the corner, sends it to the side of the goal. Picked up there. Right across the crease. Bouncing puck now down in front. And Chicago able to get on it. Tomchak, he has to come outside of the zone with it, so they're going to back off and try to set up. Bring it back in. There's a shot right in on Kelly, and he steers that away just as the buzzer goes for the end of the first period. So,
and Dad was out there ready to, he must be a goalie. He was reaching like a goalie to catch that puck.
There you go. So no score mark after the first period, and honestly, that last little bit, Chicago got a few shots in on goal, evened it up a little bit. So we got a 6-4 shot differential here in favor of Detroit. Pretty good first period.
It is, yeah. I think it's a first for us having a scoreless first period. I think usually it's
yep, I think you're right. I don't think we've had a scoreless first period.
No.
Personally, anyway.
No, not personally, or personally, but not in this tournament. I'm sure the other guys have experienced something like that, but not us. We always get the exciting games. But you know what? We have not had the game yet, or a game yet with Toronto Bulldogs.
No.
So we don't get.
I think we do this morning, though.
Do we?
Yeah, if we look ahead for a couple of games here.
Because they have a mascot that comes out on the ice and tears around, gets the crowd going, gets the players going.
No, I was wrong. The Bulldogs don't play until 7 o'clock tonight once again.
So we are.
So we're shut out from that one again.
Yeah, we are out of luck again on that one. But that's okay. I'm sure at some point we will be able to.
So after the first period, they don't flood. They just basically go back to the bench and get a little bit of a pep talk and an update on kind of how the game's going and what the coaches are seeing, what needs to change, what needs to improve, what doesn't need to change, that kind of thing.
Looks like the crowd's starting to gather now a little bit more. People are waking up and getting their coffee. And
yeah, so the parents will always be here, right? Or at least one parent. Yeah. It's the second parent who goes, no, I'm sleeping in today.
Yeah.
I'll be there in a little while.
Yeah.
So they get the extra half hour of sleep, go get the coffee, make their way down here leisurely kind of thing. Now it's starting to happen, right? The lights in the mall are turning on. So I don't think the store opens. The stores don't open until 9 o'clock, I don't think. 9 or 10 anyway.
So we've got a bit of time yet.
Yeah, exactly. But things are starting to wake up here as the teams have switched ends now. You see Chicago moving right to left, Detroit left to right. Thomas taking the draw for Detroit, and Chicago comes away with it. Wambolt comes in across the blue line. He is poke checked, and now the battle for the puck starts at neutral ice. Squirts inside the Detroit zone, picked out by Farron. Tomchak for Chicago knocks it back in, off the wall. Detroit's number 18, Adam Hinchberger, with it now. He goes over to the far side. Wambolt cuts it off, gets a wrist shot away. That one's steered away by Kelly. Rebound picked up by Chicago. That's not Carter Lilliebread, Chase Tulin in behind the net.
Oh,
there's a quick turn and fire by Gesink, and that one goes over top of the goal. Wambolt in the far corner. Gesink sitting in the slot, looking for a pass. There's a chance. Backhand, that one fanned on. As Chicago puts on some pressure. Jamison Downs behind the goal. Tries to get it to Tomchak. That one is stopped, and here comes Detroit. 2-on-2. Farron leading the charge. Puts it into the middle. That one's cut off. Now it's stopped by Shield. He went to go and take a shot, turned around and lost it. So Chicago coming back in the other direction. Here's Kravitz.
The speed of Select there.
As the battle goes on in the corner, one of the Chicago players down. Team CCM Chicago comes away with it, looking to put it out front, gets into the face-off circle. There's a pass in front. Shield takes his man out, and then it goes back and grabs the puck as well. Off to the far wall. Number 8, Noah Garden with it. Puck comes out to nobody as Chicago was making a change, so it's going to go all the way down to the far end. Here's a pass up on the left-hand side. Wambolt touches it on its way in, so no icing. Long pass. Detroit with it in behind their own goal. Here's So. Kicks it up along the wall. Barahowski comes with it. Diesel Barahowski in across the blue line. Pushes his way in towards the goaltender. And that one is stopped by Donovan Knapp, and he holds on for the whistle. Barahowski, he can kind of have his way a little bit.
I was watching him, and I think he pushed the puck and 3 other Chicago players into the offensive zone with him and just kept on going to the net.
So Barahowski going to take the face-off now. Detroit comes away with control. On the point, now it's on the far side. Dominic Burkhart, he lost it, comes out to Perticaro. In the neutral zone, the battle in front of the Chicago bench as it squirts inside Detroit's end. Now it's picked up by Burkhart. The battle along that far wall once again. Puck finally comes free. Who's going to come up with it? Looks like it's going to be Detroit's So. He gets it into his skates, and Chicago turns it around in the other direction. Wambolt trying to go around Bonenfant. Can't get there, though. So Detroit with control with it again. Here's So. Pass out to Barahowski. We got a one-on-one, and Barahowski gets it taken off his stick. Here's Bonenfant now. Barahowski and Wambolt tied up inside the zone, so there's an offside as So brings it in. All right, so just about 3 minutes into this second period. Shots are tied this time as Chicago now has put a little bit of pressure on Detroit.
0-0 and 7-7.
No penalties yet.
No.
Face off outside the Chicago zone. Detroit wins it. Here's Medelski. Gets it over to Osgood on the far side. Osgood slaps it in. No icing. Went past a couple of players. Here's Schwartz. Down to Thomas. Now, one of the Chicago players on top of it. That looks like it's number 41, Aris Ivanins. Now it's in front, and that one's steered away by Knapp. Lots of traffic down in front of Austin Knapp there. Puck never made it through. Here's a chance at the side of the goal. Detroit back to the point. Now up into the left-hand corner. Wambolt tries to swing it around. That's blocked. Schwartz going to go for it for the junior Red Wings. Chicago player. Looks like he's almost on top of the puck. The battle in the corner. Got to move it, boys. There we go. Chicago pulls it out. Swings it around to the far side. Detroit with a sharp angle shot. Ivanins gets his stick in front of that one. Keeps it away from his goaltender. And another puck battle along the wall. Detroit comes away with it. It's Schwartz in the corner. Schwartz doing some nifty stick handling, getting away from his opponents. Now it's backhanded off the back of the goal. Detroit holding on to it. Osgood to the point. Now sent over, and Chicago gets on top of it and gets it out of the zone to relieve some pressure. Back is number 18, Adam Hinchberger. He sends it up a long way. 2-on-1 now for Detroit. Here's a shot. That one goes wide of Austin Knapp. Bounces back out to neutral ice. Shield gets on it for Detroit. And we got a whistle, stoppage in play. So we're going to have a face-off outside for an offside just outside of the Detroit zone.
Yeah, the poor official all by himself.
Sucking wind, as they call it.
Yes.
All right, Detroit with control. Here's Farron coming in. He gets around Downs. Farron up on the right side. Goes in behind the Chicago net. Burkhart there fighting for it. Puck battle along the wall. Comes away with it. Now it's at the side of the goal. Squirts in behind the net. Chicago on it. Downs. Outside of the zone. 2-on-2. Downs and Gesink. Here's Downs to the right side with a wrist shot. That one is gloved down by the goaltender Liam Kelly, and he holds on for a whistle. You mentioned the Toronto Bulldogs. If you look at the championship banners around here, a lot of them say Toronto Bulldogs. They have a heck of a program out there in TO.
They really, really do. Yeah, just having a quick scan here. You are right. 2018
champions. Connecticut won in 2019, which of course was the last time this tournament was held.
Yep. Junior Rangers from Connecticut.
And they're here again. All right, Chicago with control as they try to send it out front. Nobody home. So it's going to come all the way back down to the far end of the ice. Grabbing it there, number 82, Gianoulias. Honestly, I still love that kid's name. Chicago ends up icing the puck. So we're going to move it back into their end once again.
Once again, I'd like to thank all the people that are busting their hump behind the scenes here at this tournament. They are just unbelievable people, and we would not be experiencing this without those people.
Nope. Carapuz puts it over to the far side. Detroit now with some control. Chicago gets on it along the wall and brings it out, though. Here's a pass over to Tomchak. Tomchak going one-on-one with the defender. Tomchak with a shot. That one's kicked out by Kelly. Big rebound. Picked up by Detroit. Now Chicago, the battle going over in that far corner once again. Now it's lifted up over top of the glass. Parents, keep your eyes open.
Yes.
The mall patrons don't need to worry about it. There is netting in behind that viewing gallery.
But the parents are fair game for these flying pucks.
Pretty much. Yeah, as are we, as we learned yesterday. Yes. Although, luckily, that one didn't come in too quick.
Yeah. And no real hard shots, but they have come at us.
All right, Detroit wins the faceoff just outside their blue line. Now a pass gets intercepted, and all of a sudden, 3-on-1 in the other direction. Here comes Chicago's Axe to the front of the net, and he loses it as it's kind of poked away by Liam Kelly. Axe still with it, though, for Chicago. Turns away from all kinds of defenders. Now he gets it off the wall. Back to the point, and Tulin couldn't keep it in. So, all the way. That's going to be an intentional offside.
Oh.
So we're going to move it all the way back down.
All the way down. Yep.
I wonder if he keeps looking at me if I should do the lines.
Yeah.
I'll be offside.
Yeah, you see
Watch my arm. If I say offside, it was offside.
You see the angst in his eyes when he looks up at us. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? No, he's doing a heck of a job.
They typically have a 2-official system, but one guy slept in this morning, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, here's Detroit with a side shot on the side of the net. Detroit able to pull the rebound away. Comes down to Modelski. Modelski shoots. That one hits a stick. Junior Red Wings not quite able to keep it in as it squirts out across the blue line, and Wambolt's going to get on top of it for Chicago, send it down into Detroit's end. Now there's Gesink. The battle in front of the Chicago bench. 2 players down, including Downs. Detroit digs it out. Schwartz sends it up along the wall. 5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Chicago battling for it on the end wall in their own end. Team CCM Chicago able to come away with it, looking to find their first victory of this tournament. Detroit puts it off the wall and out to the far side. Here's Michael Shield, comes to the near side for Schwartz. Schwartz lifts it in. There's that knuckleballer, stopped by the goaltender. He covers it up. The whistle goes, and then we got a couple of little shoves afterwards.
Yeah, those are tricky shots for sure for a goalie, coming at him slow and with an arc.
And the sun's starting to creep in on Knapp's crease, if you notice.
You can see it just touching his.
So there's the shadows and the crosshatch pattern of the dome above us as well.
Yep. And if you're just joining us for the first time today, stay around after the game because we will be doing 3 stars and we will be interviewing them. So don't go away after the game.
After this second period, they actually take a 15 or so minute intermission as the rink gets flooded. And they go down to the dressing rooms and chill out for a few minutes. As Detroit comes in, there's a shot, and Austin Knapp on Johnny on the spot with his glove, and he holds on to it for a whistle.
And during that break, you get to hear the soothing sounds of Tarsi and Mark as we discuss the game and the players and just the general atmosphere of this whole tournament. So you might get some inside information as we chat.
All right, face-off inside Team Chicago's zone. Battle along the wall for it. There it squirts out front. Here's a chance for Detroit. Turning a little weak shot. Another chance right between the legs, but he's able to keep it. Austin Knapp keeps it out, and now some bumping happens as all the teams trying to protect that goaltender.
See, that's where having a big goaltender is really handy. That Donovan Knapp, he's on it and he's not moving. You know, they were trying to shovel him off of there, but
yeah, he did. The Detroit, and I saw it from here, saw a 5-hole, and they were trying to squeeze it through there, but he got the paddle down and was able to keep it out. All right, so face off to Austin Knapp's left. Chicago sends it to the corner. Comes around to the near side, Farron for Detroit. Let the digging begin. Wambolt comes away with it for Chicago. We got a 3-on-2 in the other direction. Wambolt leading it. Up on the left side, he's going to get into the face-off circle, send it towards the middle. Detroit cuts that off. Now Chicago takes it back. That's number 61, Jamison Downs, puts it out front. There's a loose puck right in front of Liam Kelly, and then we got a player down. A couple of players falling all over the place right in front of the crease there. Liam Kelly. The two goaltenders have been a little bit quiet this second period. They've been fantastic. Anyway, the goaltenders haven't seen, there's not been a lot of shots.
Not a whole lot.
But when they're coming, they're dangerous.
Good.
And a lot of bouncing pucks, traffic in front kind of chances is what we're seeing here today. Here's a shot that rolls through the slot, comes over to the near side corner. Chicago on it. Put it into the middle. Now Detroit's going to pick up on it. That's number 24, Dominic Burkhart, who gets it out. He sends it up to So. We've got a chance here, but So couldn't get to it. He had it chopped off his stick. Burkhart now along the wall. Chicago's going to grab it, and away they come.
That Big Diesel was heading towards the net there all by himself, waiting for that pass right in that slot.
So the wrist shot in. Liam Kelly grabs that and holds on. So we'll have a whistle and a face-off inside Detroit's end.
Yep, we are starting to get sunshine right in our eyes.
Yeah, if I miss a play, I apologize.
Yeah.
It's been raining in Edmonton for weeks, and today we need it. There's another wrist shot from way out. That's Mattersdorfer taking that one. Kelly gloves it once again. Now when we need rain and clouds, we don't get it. And again, I think we mentioned this. Well, I know we mentioned it yesterday, Mark. Like the heat difference when the sun is shining on you inside this dome is 4 to 5 degrees difference, easily.
And you feel it instantly.
So these kids will feel it on the ice there as well. As the battle goes back and forth on the far wall. Tomchak with it for Chicago. He sends it in. Now Barahowski back, trying to grab it for Detroit. Taken there by Ivanins. There's a pass in front. Oh, we're going to have a penalty call. Looks like a high stick. That's coming against, I believe, Mattersdorfer from Chicago is heading off.
You know, we discussed the dollar store earlier. I think we may have to send someone on a run to go get us some sunglasses from there, or those cool-looking tennis hats with just the brim on it. Then we can
you can wear that, Mark. I'm good.
Thought you'd like that one.
All right. We still got no score in this game, but the Detroit Junior Red Wings going on the power play with Mattersdorfer hitting the box. There's a chance for Detroit as it swings just in front of the crease. Schwartz on top of it for the Wings. Schwartz holds on to it, gets it down into the corner. Now they're going to switch it up. Comes back to the point. To Thomas now. He fires a wrist shot. That hits a body and goes through to the far side. Now it is Detroit up with it once again. Power play chance here. No score. There's a one-timer. That one goes wide. Schwartz gets it in the corner. Down to Thomas. Thomas now back to the point. Quick cross ice pass. Schwartz with a shot. That one hits Knapp, and he is going to hold on to it and cover it up, looking for that whistle. As Detroit pressing hard here on the power play.
Yeah, we talked about how even these teams are, and this just proves it. You know, like look at this. We're almost at the end of the second period, still 0-0. Other games tied going into the third usually.
Well, I guess we're still tied, just with no goals scored yet.
With no goals. Yep.
Here's Perdicaro. He gets a wrist shot. That hits a couple of players and rolls off to the corner. Wambolt can't clear it for Chicago. Now the battle along the wall, 6 feet inside the line. They're able to yank it out. Here's Perdicaro. As Detroit with their power play. 1 minute left to go here. We are halfway into it. As Shield comes into the zone, he's holding on to it. He gets it across to Modelski, who has some space. He gets a wrist shot, gets through, and that one is kicked out by Knapp. Now Chicago picks it up and skates it out of the zone. Schwartz comes and jumps on it, takes it away. Modelski calling for a pass. Here comes Diesel. In across the blue line. No, that's Perdicaro. My apologies. Tall kids.
Yes.
Comes across to Modelski. Modelski couldn't get on it, so he turns away from a check, and he loses it now to Axe. Axe has got it all by himself in on his own. Short-handed Axe with a backhand, and that one is stopped by Liam Kelly.
Look at that. There's the first real good opportunity there on a breakaway. I think that was the first breakaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mind you, he was tied up pretty good. You know.
Well, he had a defender right behind him, so he didn't have a lot of room to move.
Not a lot.
But he was able to get in, get a shot on net.
Yep.
23 seconds left to go in Detroit's power play. And just to be clear, that was a shorthanded chance for Chicago because of Axe's little poke check. And
that's right. High stick there, yep.
All right, you guys. Detroit pulling it out. Here comes Barahowski once again with Osgood on his right-hand side. He drops it to Osgood. Osgood puts it to the middle. Not a lot on it. Now here comes Chicago. Selleck, he's got space. Selleck makes room. Fans on the shot, but we got a penalty coming up here as well.
Will it be a penalty shot?
Penalty shot because he was on a breakaway. So we get a penalty shot, the first one of the tournament.
I think this is the first one of the tournament. I don't think the other guys got this, so look at that.
Well, this is awesome. Now we get a penalty shot. How cool is this?
And this could be the game changer. You know, seeing how these guys have played, and they're so even.
So it's number 11, Robert Selleck. This kid's got some speed and some moves we've seen a couple of times.
Yep.
Up against Liam Kelly in the Detroit Junior Red Wings net. Puck set on center. And away we go. One of the most exciting plays in hockey. This is why they do shootouts in the NHL.
Yeah.
I think this is more exciting. It was an interference call. All right, here we go.
Not
here
fun
comes
for the
Selleck.
goalies.
Nope, this is never fun for the goalies. Selleck going to come up the middle, moving. Wrist shot off the post.
Off the post.
Just inches away from getting their first goal. Selleck, that was a heck of a wrist shot. That had some juice on it. That was crazy.
And you just look at the size of these kids and the power that's coming off these pucks. So if you're thinking, oh, it's okay, even if I get hit by a puck here, it's not going to hurt.
No, it'll hurt.
It will hurt. You will probably go for stitches at the hospital.
Well, you remember Dad yesterday who had to, that was, I think, during the Chicago game yesterday. He had to get out of the way real quick.
Yeah.
All right, we got 34 and a half seconds left to go. Still no score. We've got to see a penalty shot here today, which was kind of awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting.
Selleck rings it off the post, and then he held his head afterwards going, no. How do I beat him but not the post?
Yep.
All right, face-off in the Detroit zone as well. Tomchak comes up with it for Chicago. Tomchak with it in the corner. Now put in deep. Barahowski there battling for it to try to clear it out for Detroit. Chicago able to keep it in. Here's Perdicaro. Puts it up along the wall. Detroit comes out with it. Goes off of Barahowski's skate. Now he's going to grab it. 3 Red Wings in. There's a shot. Comes off the inboards. Backhand chance. Shield couldn't get enough on it.
Donovan Knapp got across there. He got those go-go gadget legs.
That would have been a good one. Perdicaro. You know, it's funny. Perdicaro is the kid with the flow. He's one of the good ones with the good flow. I love his hair. All right, you guys, we're taking an actual intermission after 2 periods of play here for game number 1 of day number 2 of mini here at the Brick Invitational Hockey Tournament. We have no score between Detroit and Chicago, and 14-12 is the shots on goal. Fairly evenly matched teams here, Mark.
Absolutely. They're just, like I said earlier, we watched or we were calling the game between the 2 teams yesterday, and it was Manitoba and Alberta. Same team, really. And again, here we're seeing the same thing. These teams, they play the same, they break out the same kind of pressure. The goaltenders are 14-12 for shots. Like they're stopping when they need to. There's some dangerous, lots of traffic in front on both ends as well. Like that's where you're seeing most of the chances is bouncing pucks kind of squirting through traffic or whatever the case may be. Deflections or off a skate or that's what it's going to take, I think, or a clear breakaway and a deke is
which we've gotten a couple of those as well. So we've kind of seen it all here in game number 1. All right, so why don't we take a break and give our voices a little bit of a rest. Producer Cody going to show us some commercials, and we'll be back here at West Edmonton Mall for the Brick Invitational on ASTV.
All right. See you.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
Chicago so far, 0-2. And this is the Detroit Junior Red Wings' very first game of the tournament. We have finished 2 periods, pardon me. Scoreless thus far. Shots on goal, 14-12 in favor of the Detroit Junior Red Wings. Mark's going to come in here now as we just try to get set back up here on this stage. This beautiful stage they have set up for us here at the Ice Palace here in West Edmonton Mall. Welcome back, good sir.
All right, here we are. I apologize. Tarsi was muted there for a bit, but you can still see his good looks on the.
Yeah, that's we'll go with that.
Yeah. But we had a little bit of a camera glitch that our awesome producer had to go change out a camera for the end goal zone, which is it's a great camera.
Oh yeah.
Like, it is just unbelievable when the shots are coming in, you can get that different angle. And Cody Wall, our producer, wow, what a guy! Like there it is.
There's a shot right there. It's a perfect. Oh, and as the teams come back out, I love the hype that Marty does for them. Detroit's a little bit quieter of a team. They're a little bit more focused, I think, and set to go.
Or Marty's just scaring them. They're like, oh, who is this guy?
Yeah, who's this guy yelling at us? Why? Why is he doing this?
And here we do have the stat tracker stats here. Cody was our producer, awesome again, brought that up, so we should be able to look through some more really detailed stats.
Oh, this is insanely detailed, some of this stuff. So
and that's what we have coming here to ASTV is we have now adopted onto Stats Tracker. And you will be able to see the exact stats of every game, just like the NHL players. Real-time info sent to the coaches as they play. Everything from zone time to it's just unbelievable. Like player by player by player, individual plays, individual shot. Just you name it, it's got it.
Yeah, these ones are after the first 2 periods versus Minnesota, the game that we called yesterday. So that's not the full stats, but yeah, the stuff that's in here, like there's where the shots came from and how many converted kind of thing. It's really cool, some of the stuff that is on here. Excellent. So that's going to be some of the stats that we can hand off to you as time goes on here at the Brick Invitational. All right, our teams are back.
They are.
So we got us a hockey game to call once again. 1 period left to go. It is a 15. Well, hang on. The teams are back, but the nets aren't placed yet. Oh, and we do have 2 officials this time. All right.
And that official was looking at you for some help with the calls.
Yeah, he comes. Well, not help. He's like, hey, did I make the right call? He actually asked us while we were on break. He said, did we make the right call? Did I make the right call on that penalty shot? And I think. Yeah, because that stick came in and held him up, which is exactly interference. That's the definition of interference, and he was on a breakaway. Yeah. So,
and it gave the fans something exciting to watch along with us. Man, we did not hit up the dollar store.
No, we didn't.
So hopefully all the play is
that way
in Detroit end.
Yeah. All right, we're going to start it up here. Center ice once again. Let's get the 3rd period underway. Detroit going right to left, and they're going to come in with it right off the bat. Thomas up in the corner. Chicago battles it out. But Hinchberger able to keep it in for an extra couple of seconds. Now it comes back to the Detroit blue line. Junior Red Wings with possession. Puck sent up on the right-hand side. Hits the official on the skate. Detroit jumps on it in the face-off circle. Up into the far corner, that's Burkhart. He sends it up front. That one squirts in on Knapp, and he jumps on top of it. Ref lost sight, so they are going to blow the play down. And then Knapp covered up just for good measure.
Boy, you see when he goes down and does the splits, he is covering post to post. And that's what
not bad for 11 years old.
Not bad at all.
All right, face off inside the Chicago zone. Chicago wins it, comes around to the near side. Shield gets on it and sends it out front. There's Medelsky with a long wrist shot, doesn't make it through traffic. Detroit picks it up in front. Thomas sends it wide of the net. Now Thomas on it in the corner. Puts it deep for Farron. Farron with it now. Skating along with it. He's going to put it down. In behind the net once again. Tomczak's going to jump on it for Chicago. Over to Mattersdorfer. He lifts it up, bounces to the blue line, but not out. Now Mattersdorfer is going to take it into his own hands. He fans on a cross-ice pass. Shield picks it up. He's in all by himself. Shield scores! Wrist shot over top of Austin Knapp's shoulder. And we got us a 1-0 game. Donovan Knapp. Did I say Austin?
Yep. That's all right.
I think I knew an Austin Knapp once, and that's why. Donovan Knapp. So over Donovan's shoulder, and we got a 1-0 game. Detroit out front.
Yep, we are finally. Yep, there's a score on the board.
1-0. Just a minute and a half, not even a minute and a half into this third period. Detroit jumps on it.
Now Chicago is going to be hungry now.
Chicago 0-2. They do not want to go 0-3. The top 6 teams in the round robin advance to the playoffs. And here comes Detroit. Pass up, looking for Osgood. Osgood was ready to break out, but got a little excited, went in offside. Here comes Sisti up on the right-hand side. Chicago dumps it in deep. Sisti puts it for Tomczak in behind the goal. Now Detroit's going to pop on it. Gets it up to Berehowski at center ice. Berehowski loses it at the blue line, so they cannot step in. They would have went offside as Osgood was in ahead of him. Now played back to the center line. Wambolt jumps on it for Chicago. Wambolt chasing into the corner. He falls. Here's a chance for Chicago. So it is Michael Shield, number 97, obviously, and that is an unassisted goal as he pulled it off of a Chicago stick and went in all on his own. 1-0 score here as the Red Wings have it inside Chicago's zone. Now Team CCM Chicago gets on it, out to the blue line, kept in by Bonenfant now. Picked up by Taves, and here he comes. Up on the left-hand side. Downs. There's a shot in towards Liam. There's a big collision at the side of the net. Now it's picked up by Downs. Gesink on the near side. Chicago cycling on the corner. Swung around. Here is So. Up to Burkhart. He loses it. Chicago turns it back in the other direction. There's Wambolt. Once again, lets it up into the corner. Perdicaro swings it around to the far boards. Chicago digs it out and comes away with it. Loose puck in front. Here's a chance. Downs with a backhand rebound in front. That one chipped away. And Liam able to keep that one out. Liam Kelly.
Yep, good. Great job there by Liam Kelly to keep them up by 1.
Chicago, like you said, hungry, and there's a shot that goes off of a player and up into the stands. Yes, there are stands here as well.
Yep. Yep, Mom was quick to...
She didn't want to keep a souvenir. She just threw it back.
Yeah, she just gave it right back. Didn't even think twice about, hey, this might be a good souvenir.
Kind of like a Yankee fan catching a Boston Red Sox home run ball.
Yeah.
Just throw it back.
And the ref was quite appreciative of that because I don't think they have a influx of pucks, really.
Well, they have enough. You just don't think they have, the thousands that some junior and senior teams might have. Mm-hmm. All right, Detroit with it up into the Chicago zone, battling along the wall. Comes back to the point. Wrist shot blocked, and out comes Chicago. Miscommunication. Now it's picked up by Drury. Over to Ivanens. There's a collision. Janulius on the near side gets it in, but not very far. Detroit coming back out with it. Hinchberger dumps it in. Now Knapp. Donovan Knapp. Sorry, Donovan. Been calling you Austin for half the game. Up on the near side is Mattersdorfer. He's got space. Player falls. Mattersdorfer shoots, and that one's stopped by the goaltender, Kelly. Now Detroit picks it up, sends it down ice. Nice moves and good chance there for Mattersdorfer trying to even this score.
Yeah, that could have been a tied game right there.
Mattersdorfer has impressed me in both games for Chicago.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Detroit up with it. Up across into the far corner. The Junior Red Wings give chase. They come up with it. Osgood on the near side. Down for Thomas. Now it's taken away by Chicago, and out comes Team CCM Chicago. Axe goes to the far side to Gesink. Up into the far corner. Sisti up with it in behind the goal to the near side. That's Rylan Axe. Behind the goal, Detroit back on top of it. They're going to chip the wall, but it's not going to get out. There's a quick bouncing wrister towards the goal. That one goes wide, gets steered in behind. Now up on the near board, Chicago keeping it in. Trying to apply some pressure. Sisti behind the net. Still fighting for it. There's a pass out front. But Tomchak couldn't get a shot off. Now the fight in the corner. They try to dig it free. Detroit comes up with it. Still can't clear it out. Chicago keeping it in. Here's a chance for Axe through the middle. He has a stick lifted just as he goes to take a shot. Chicago keeping it up there in Detroit's end for a long time. They have been there forever. This one is Axe now in the face-off circle. He loses it. Now Detroit's going to clear it down the ice, and it's going to go far enough. It's got the legs. That'll be an icing call against the Detroit Junior Red Wings, who are up 1-0. 8 minutes and 29 seconds left to go here, Mark.
Yep. These games are going slower than last night. Last night they just zoomed by.
It might just be 7:30 in the morning. That might be why.
That absolutely could be. That absolutely could be.
$8:29 left to go here in the third period. Detroit up 1-0. All right. Puck stopped in the Chicago end. So we're going to get a face-off to the left of Donovan Knapp.
If I go quiet here, I apologize, but I am.
Well, we'll try to make sure you don't get unplugged, Mark.
Yeah.
All right, in comes Chicago. They are looking to tie it up. Wambolt fighting for it. He gets a drop pass back, and Detroit gets on top of it. Here comes Scheel. He's got the goal already. This one passed out front, right in front of Donovan Knapp. Puck was loose. Knapp didn't cover it up, but the ref couldn't see it, so they blew that one down. 7:54 left to go in the third period. Detroit up 1-0. 17-13 the shots on goal for Detroit as well. Face off inside the Chicago zone. Detroit gets it, but it's going to come across the blue line, so they have to clear it out completely. Up to Barahowski. He avoids a check. In they come. Clean entry. On the far side, there's Barahowski. In the corner, Barahowski still with it, looking for the wraparound, and they had a back door on Osgood, but he couldn't get his stick on it. Now here comes Chicago. Sisti up across the blue line. He fires a shot wide. Picked up by Medelski. Chicago takes it back. There's a pass in front. Wambolt shoots, and that one's stopped by Liam Kelly. Now pass back, looking for Wambolt again. He had his stick held up, and here comes Detroit. Osgood up on the left wing. Osgood chasing in with a shot. That one hits a Chicago player and goes off to the end wall. Now back to the point. Detroit able to keep it in, but not for very long. Here comes Chicago, 2-on-1 in the other direction. Axe wide open in the slot. Pass back. What a defensive play by Detroit's number 19, Max Osgood, to get in front of that one. All right, there's a shot. That one tipped just over top of Liam Kelly. Chicago pushing hard now. Back to the point, one-timer. Not much on that one. Bouncing puck. Detroit picks up on it.
Whoa.
Right below us here. Came at our feet.
I thought it was coming up my head.
Just low enough. All right.
It is down to 6 minutes, 25 seconds in this game, and Red Wings are still up 1-0.
Chicago pushing hard, though.
Yes, absolutely. They are not giving
Ivanen's
up.
going to take the draw here for Chicago. All right. Detroit's going to take control off of that faceoff. Here's a pass up to Sue. Sue with a backhand off a skate, scores!
Wow.
Number 9, Robbie So puts it in. It hit one of the Chicago players' skates and went in. Robbie So is going to get credit for that one. Detroit now all of a sudden with a 2-goal lead.
Yep, Donovan Knapp did not even have a sniff of a chance at that one. And there's no way, right in this crease that hit his skate and direct right underneath.
No, Robbie So just threw it at the net, and it hit a Chicago player's skate and went in, and Chicago is hogtied.
And kids, remember, that's why your coaches say always put it on net, because that's what happens.
Because stuff like that can happen.
Yep.
Detroit up 2-0 now. 6 minutes left to go here, and in they come once again. The goal scorer, Robbie So. Here comes Chicago. Pass up to Gesink. Bonenfant, number 88, gets an assist on that one. All right, Schwartz with it now for Detroit. Downs takes it off of his stick, and in comes Chicago, but they are offside. Lambolt was in just a half a step too early. 5.5 minutes left, 2-0 Detroit.
Okay, what's that? What do you always say? Like, you look at the score, and what do you always say? What's your
2-goal lead? Although with 5.5 minutes left.
That's still
yeah, I know. There's still lots of time, undoubtedly. 2-goal lead, worst lead in hockey. I've seen more 2-goal leads evaporate in just a couple of minutes as Chicago. Axe sends it towards the goal. That went through the crease on the far side. Now up Barahowski. Puck gets stopped just outside the blue line as everybody overskates it. Garden up to Barahowski on the left-hand side. Barahowski versus Tomchak one-on-one. Barahowski pushes Tomchak off, and now here comes Chicago. Drury takes a hit. Sisti, Axe, and Drury was on his back and couldn't stop.
Nope.
So Chicago comes in offside.
There will be usually between the second and third period, we go over some highlights at some clips, some replays and stuff like that. But unfortunately, we are down a person right now. So, and our producer,
he's doing everything he can.
Everything he can. So, but there will be highlights of this game, I'm sure, at the end of the tournament that you can view.
Oh, lots of highlights back and forth. Some game film.
Yep.
Scouts can watch.
That's right.
As these kids are going to be looking towards junior hockey drafts here in the next couple of years. Here's a chance out front. Big save by Liam Kelly, and now we got a penalty coming up here as well. As Chicago touches, it's Downs is going to get called for a slash.
That was a quick pad save there. That was an impressive save.
Kicked it out.
Liam Kelly's just in the zone right now. He's dialed in.
So Downs is going to go off Detroit, which is already up 2-0. Gets a power play here now with 4.5 minutes left to go in this third period. And the face-off inside the Chicago zone. Chicago, though, going to control it off as Wambolt sends it all the way down the ice. Medelski back to grab for the junior Red Wings. Pass almost cut off. It comes out to center ice. Detroit still with it. 5-on-4. Farron sends it over to the middle. Thomas couldn't get on it. He had his stick tied up in the skates of the Chicago player. Now Thomas with it in the corner. Moving towards the net. Drops it back. Number 19, Max Osgood to the point. Comes over to Medelski. Medelski with a wrist shot. That one stopped. Rebound comes out to the near side wall. Farron couldn't keep it in. Chicago able to clear the zone. And Liam Kelly happy to just cover up and take the face off.
All right, remember that stick around because we will be interviewing the 3 stars of the game. So while I go and organize that after the game, Tarcy's going to keep you entertained with
I
all
can tell
kinds
jokes
of
or
wisdom,
sing if that's what people want.
But Tarcy is a encyclopedia of information when it comes to hockey and this arena.
As I get older, it gets less and less, though. There's a big collision there. There's been some hits, unintentional or otherwise.
There has been.
Unintentional, as I put up the air quotes, maybe.
Quote
Barahowski bulls his way in and gets a shot off. Wow. Barahowski kicks the puck to his stick and gets a wrist shot, but I'll tell you what, Donovan Knapp
was there.
Kept his eye on it, was able to make a nice stop on that one.
Yep. Yeah, even though the score says 2-0, Donovan Knapp has been solid in that.
Well, that second goal, there was nothing. He had no chance on that one, just kind of going in off of his own guy's skate. The one goal with that breakaway by Shield, I think it's the only one that can go against him. Barahowski sends it across to the far side. There's a wrist shot. Knapp with the stop again. Rebound scores! Power play goal for number 24, Dominic Burkhart. And Detroit now opens up a 3-0 lead.
And again, Donovan making 2 saves there. A beautiful pad save. And then a quick rebound. And then there's nothing else he could do. It got off to his right. And sitting there open in the crease. And he's already committed down. And Detroit was there to just pop it right in for goal number 3.
3-0 now. As Detroit put the final nail in the coffin, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
With 3 minutes left to go. Chicago's still going to push. They're going to want to score a goal here. And break that goose egg if at all possible. As they have it now inside Detroit's zone. Wambolt now in the face-off circle. Shoots. That one goes off a stick. Up high on the glass. Comes around to the near side. And it's played down. Looks like the puck got...
Oh, on the edge.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other games, but the only games that that we've announced, there's only been 1 shutout. There could have been others that that we were not privy to be announcing, but.
So number 9, Robbie So with an assist on that one as well. And Brian Medelski had an assist on that last goal as well.
Good. Yeah, big timeout, big strategy plan here. It's going to happen. Can Chicago get on the board? Can they come back and tie it to go into overtime?
I'm not going to...
Hey, never say never.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You never say never.
Because as soon as you say, oh, it won't happen.
Yeah, it does happen.
happen.
Yeah, welcome to hockey.
Yep. Just like, my alarm clock's not going to go off. Sure enough, 5 a.m., that alarm clock goes off.
2:49 left to go here in the third period. Detroit up 3-0. Face-off in the Detroit zone. And Chicago wins the draw, pushes it towards the goal, but Detroit clears it out. Oh, there's an empty net on the other end as well. Long shot just wide, 2 to 3 feet wide of that post. Chicago just pulling out all the stops, trying to break that goose egg here with 2.5 minutes left to go, and they're down 3-0. I mean, you got nothing to lose, right?
Nothing to lose. Yep, you might as well.
So the face-off, because it was icing, is going to come all the way back down into Detroit's territory. Battle along the wall. In that far corner. Chicago trying to get it out front. There's a shot. That one stopped by Liam Kelly.
Yep, he was right against his post. He was no gaps there.
Comes out to neutral ice, and now the fight going on just outside of Detroit's blue line. Osgood on top of it, trying to move it. Now Detroit gets it. Pass over to the far side, trying to find some open ice. Chicago with the pressure and the extra skater with the empty net as well. And it's cleared out, and it's going to be the length of the ice. That will be an icing call. So we're down to 150. Oh, stop the clock, guys. Yeah. 148 on the clock.
148 now, I guess.
Yeah. The scorekeeper's like, okay, just a couple more seconds.
Yeah. I got to go get a coffee.
3-0 Detroit leads face-off in their end once again. Chicago wins it this time. Mattersdorfer sends it to the middle. Sisti fires a shot. That one steered to the outside. Now Mattersdorfer moves to the middle again. He gets it picked off his stick. There's a long shot, and that one's going to go wide. And they're going to wave icing off this time. 1:26 left to go on the clock here in the third period. Detroit with control inside Chicago's end this time, and the puck is up on the boards again. There's Robbie So. He loses it. Now Detroit gets it back. Off the wall. Shield taps it as it goes in. Selleck back for Chicago.
For the long pass.
Sends it up to Sisti. 4-on-2. Sisti leading it. There's a wrist shot. That one goes wide. We have less than a minute to go here in this third period. Chicago with control in the Detroit end. There's a backhand scores!
There they go.
Number 12, Sisti puts that one in off of Liam Kelly, and there is what Chicago was pushing for, was just get on the board. Now they're down by 2, 3-1 the score here.
What do you think? 50 seconds there, Tarsi. 50 seconds.
I'm a bit of a realist. I don't think they're coming back. But you never know. I mean, that extra skater's still out there, and I've seen it happen in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. If that's the case, we're just going to crumple this up and throw it away and repick after. Osgood now, that extra skater still on there. Osgood fires it wide of the net. Chicago in their own end. Detroit's going to press, trying to make it 4-1. Detroit's got it. Chicago, though, with that extra skater, Wamble, able to take it up.
30 seconds.
He gets away from Barahowski. Nicholas Sisti.
20
Grayson Tomchak. And Easton Matterdorfer gets that assist on that one. Here's a chance for Chicago. Out front. That one stopped by Kelly. Rebound goes just wide of the net. Chicago pressing hard. Here's a pass out front, and that one hits the side post, and Kelly gets on top of it. See, pushing hard, 4.5 seconds left to go.
So if they would have scored there, they would have had like 8.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Then what were your thoughts if they would have scored?
Then it would be an exciting 8.5 seconds, wouldn't it? That's about as far as it goes. But you know what? Like I said, I've seen it happen in a shorter amount of time as well as a face-off. This time in Detroit's end, there's a shot. That one goes up high off the glass. And the buzzer goes, and Detroit starts off this tournament with a win. 3-1 is their final score. Chicago scoring late to get on the board. So now we're going to do the 3 stars, and the boys are going to do their handshakes and the wonderful sportsmanship that we see out here. We get to see another little example of here, Mark.
So I will leave you with Tarsi in the good hands of Tarsi while I go set up for the 3 stars, and then I will join you back in a few minutes.
Thank you, good sir. So yeah, we will send Mark away, and as the teams shake hands, it's always great to see even some rivals like you would see geographically between Detroit and Chicago out here shaking hands. Good game, boys. Good game, boys. That was a heck of a game. And the 3 stars now, they're going to announce it as the teams come off. Chicago 0-3. Now on the tournament, Detroit 1-0. after winning their first game here. Shield with the game winner early on. Made it 1-0. Or pardon me, that wasn't Shield. It was Robbie So that ended up with the game winner because he fired a shot towards the net, went off of one of the Chicago players' skates and into the back. So here we are. I mean, the teams are ready to come out. Let's have a look at that goal. You'll see the pass come up in across the blue line. Robbie just backhands it towards it, and it goes right off of that defender's skate. And you see that is the game-winning goal right there. And you can see, as you saw the defender just skating away at the end of that clip, he actually grabbed his head because he knew that it had gone in off of his skates. So now they're going to announce some 3 stars here as well. As soon as they do that, what the kids all get here for being the 3 stars, they get a little trophy as a memorabilia for being a part of the tournament. And then, oh, we got another highlight here as we get the pass in behind. Is this the one where Chicago finally got it in? Oh, here we go. Marty's going to announce some 3 stars for us here, guys. We're just getting everybody off the ice, and then we will get the 3 stars out with their trophies in hand. They get them instantly. Something to take home. Easton Mattersdorfer from Chicago, who got the assist on that Chicago goal and had a heck of a game. He is our 3rd star today.
Today's 2nd star from the Detroit Junior Red Wings, number 35,
The goaltender, Liam Kelly, today's 2nd star. And number 9, Robbie So, with a goal and an assist. We got some Detroit cheering crowd above us here in Tim Hortons, I think. All right, so Mark is going to interview all 3 of them. We're just going to make sure he is set and ready to rock and roll over there before we pass it over to him. He's just chatting with some tournament organizers as we sit. Oh, maybe we lost a kid or 2. I guess they cleared out on us. So we may not be getting those 3-star interviews, unfortunately. Well, we'll make sure we get them next game. We'll make sure that those kids stick around. So we are going to take a break. We've got another game coming up here in just a few minutes. This time it's the Connecticut Junior Rangers, the defending champions, up against Team Pennsylvania, who we saw play yesterday as well. So we'll be back with another game here in just a few minutes here on ASTV.